enough, and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Need It, Thinking About It, Passing, just talking about new makeup releases, things I'm interested in. I always do these videos because it helps me kind of talk through things that I want, and you guys usually talk me down, which is nice, or you encourage me to spend my money, which is not so nice, but I usually love what I get. So I just like to talk about makeup, so let's go ahead and jump into this video. Please don't forget to subscribe before you get started. Before I get started, we get started together. So push that button and let's go ahead and get into this video. So much hair. It's always in my face. Well, of course my hair is in my face, but it's always in, well, really my hair is like everywhere. I swear, food gets, like my hair gets into like things that aren't even open. Not that this is my actual hair, but you know what I mean. Like hair just gets everywhere. Moving on. So, like I said, I usually separate this out into Need It, Thinking About It, and Passing on It, meaning like I'm definitely going to get some stuff, I'm thinking about getting some stuff, and I'm definitely not going to get stuff. But lately I feel like I've been in like a makeup rut. Let me know if you guys feel this way too, where it's just like nothing that's coming out looks super exciting, which I don't mind that right now because I can't, like I should be saving money, you know? I've also been in a workout clothing hauls lately. I've been like revamping that, so makeup has kind of taken a backseat to that for a little bit, which I'm not upset about because really there's nothing that's like caught my eye so much to the point where I'm like, when is the release date? Let me make sure I run out and get it. So yeah, I don't know. There just hasn't been anything like calling my name. But let me know if you disagree. So I don't really have a needing about it section. I'm more or less just thinking about a lot of products, and there's definitely things that I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna buy that. So starting off, let's go with Passing on It. Morphe is releasing this bronze palette. It says summer of 2019. I can't even believe, like, I don't want to think about summer. Even though I hate the cold weather, I'm just like, this year is going by way too fast. And I'm like, starting to panic. Like, I'm just like, no, no, no. I don't need this year to go by super fast. I have a lot to be working on, and 30 is just getting closer and closer. And I just, no. Anyways, Morphe is releasing this dripping bronze palette. I'm looking on Trendmove's page. This is where I get all my information in terms of what's releasing. And it looks pretty. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You got, like, it looks like a really pretty palette, and I love shimmers in general. But so far with Morphe, I don't love the shimmers. Like, I don't love the shimmers as much as most other brands. Not to say that they're horrible or garbage, like, you know what I mean? But they just aren't my, like, up to par with, like, what I want them to be. Like, if I'm going to reach for shimmers, it's going to be, like, a nice shimmer. And I don't feel like I would buy this palette just based off of the formula that's in, like, the James Charles one, or the Jaclyn Hill seemed to be a lot more, like, a little bit better in terms of the metallic formula, but other than that, none of my Morphe palettes are ones I reach for the shimmers in particular. It's generally the mattes. So it's kind of an easy pass for me, unless, like, they change the formula, which I doubt they did, but who knows? I don't know. I'm just not interested in that. Tarte is also releasing an eyeshadow palette. Looks a little weird. I've talked about this before. I like my eyeshadow palettes to be in like normal like rows. I don't like it when pans are crooked and all over the place, and designs. Like, I am very plain when it comes to that because it just messes with my eyes. Like, I just don't like, I just feel like it's not aesthetically like pleasing to look at. And my eye is just more like, fix yourself. Like, I don't generally like that. I like them to be in a nice straight line, and these are definitely not. They are like the little, they remind me of like math class, essentially, and I hated math. But yeah, aside from that problem, the shimmer diagonal row, that looks really pretty. The shimmers do, I will say, look really pretty. I love the Tarte like little chrome pots, but as far as their eyeshadows go, I'm just usually not drawn to them, to be honest. And I think just more because the shapes, I just don't care for it, and I don't really get like that light like pastel-y blue in there. Like, the shades just aren't drawing me into something where I'm like, I'm gonna really use this palette. So it's kind of an easy pass for me. I just don't think I'll reach for it. And then another one I think I'll be passing on is Colored Rain is releasing a Safari collection, which it actually looks really pretty. It's not that it doesn't look pretty, and I love my Queen of Hearts palette by Colored Rain, which that's another one I've been really wanting to dig out and use because I'm just like, it's been a while. But yeah, it's more the shades that are in here. I don't really gravitate towards like darker colors that much, or like greens, like dark greens. So just the color scheme of it just isn't for me. It's not really the, I think Colored Rain has a great formula. There was a time where I bought a lot of her their single shadows, and I loved those, and then one day they fell out of my hands, and literally every single one got shattered. They're super fragile, and I just haven't bought them since because I'm just not not gentle. Like, so that was a sad day. Very depressing day. Moving on. Alright, so things that I am I'm not going to write them off as not getting, but thinking about, you know, like things that I'm just kind of like, maybe, we'll see. Like, maybe once I see swatches or how it works, we'll figure it out when it gets there. Urban Decay is coming out with a Game of Thrones collection that I'm just like, oh, I do love me some Game of Thrones. However, I am upset about that it's taking so long to like come out with the last season because I don't have time. I'm not rewatching the whole show. Like, there's no way I'm doing it. So I'm gonna have to look up like a YouTube recap because no. Especially because it doesn't make me happy. It's not a show that makes me happy. I more or less care about the dragons, and then the rest, I'm just like, I don't care. So, anyways, though, I do really like it. I've read a few of the books. I gave up on that too. Just not gonna lie. There was too many more characters in the books that I was just like, I can't keep up with this. I don't like adult books. I'm not gonna lie. I like teenager, like thriller books or like murder mystery books, but adult books, I'm always just like, no, I don't. I don't enjoy this. But one thing about the promo thing that I'm just kind of like, I don't know anyone that has makeup in Game of Thrones that looks like this. Like, am I crazy? But who has this blue, blown out, smoky look in Game of Thrones? Someone tell me, because I don't remember that ever at all. So I'm a little bit, like, they haven't shown what it actually is, so I'm kind of interested to see what the palette or the collection looks like in general, because I'm just like, this does not, if they didn't put Game of Thrones on there, I would not think Game of Thrones by any means. So I'm interested, but I'm not committed. And then The Ordinary is releasing a cleanser. I've never tried The Ordinary. I've heard really great things. What I've learned, though, is I used to watch, when I went through, like, my acne stage, I would watch so many videos of people using this or that or, you know, whatever, and then not realizing, like, they don't actually have acne problems, so why are you trying to follow YouTubers that say that this stuff works for them when they don't actually have these issues, you know? So yeah, I feel like now that I have gone to a dermatologist, and the simpler I do my skincare, like very, very minimal and simple, and I don't layer, you know, 10 products on top of each other saying like, oh, you need this moisturizer, and then you need the drops, and then, you know, you need a fucking fluffer. Like, I'm just tired of it. Like, and two, my face does not respond. Like, that is awesome if yours does. I don't find skincare, unless it's a mask, I don't find it relaxing. I don't want to do 10 steps before I have to go to bed. Like, the less I do, the better my skin has looked. That and drinking water has helped my skin so much that I'm just like not really looking to change anything right now. Like, I'm just kind of like, you're doing good. She's okay. Like, I mean, she still has some issues, but not compared to like what it was a year ago from now. So I'm trying to just not get excited about skincare and really just use what I have and be very minimal with it. Let me know what your guys' skincare routine is. I'm interested to know what products you guys like. Okay, then Voss is releasing a palette. It's called the Sugar Crystal, and it looks pretty. My only issues with this is just like, I've actually never tried Voss products. I think I did order like a glitter somewhere, and then I'm too lazy to use the glitter. But I've never tried any of her eyeshadow palettes, and now that they're in Sephora, I'm like, maybe if I go in and swatch this, I'll be a little bit more excited. But it does look pretty. I just don't know. Like, I'm just kind of like, because I've never used Violet Voss, it really depends on how I feel about the shimmers. And even though I've gotten so many colorful palettes recently, where it's like I have the Stacey Marie Carnival palette and the James Charles palette, and I'm kind of just like, you don't need any more colorful palettes. Like, you don't reach for those every day, so maybe you don't need any more for a while. So I'm kind of on the fence about this one. I think it looks pretty, but it really just depends on what people say about the formula. I haven't reached out and tried Violet Voss yet, so let me know what you guys think of the palettes if you've tried them, if it's worth your money. It is $42, so it's not cheap. It's not awful, but it's not cheap, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Watermelon, the Glow recipe, they are releasing a watermelon face mist. I will say, out of my simple skincare routine, I do have the Glow recipe sleeping mask that's watermelon, and I do love that thing. So there's part of me that's like, maybe I want to try this. And then you guys know, if you've watched my channel, I hate spraying my face. It's something that I just don't like it. Like, I think part of that is I'm like a cat. Like, I don't like water in my face at all. If I go into a pool, it's like, let me walk in up to here and that's it. Like, I don't like to get my face underneath the water at all. So yeah, I don't know if I want to commit to that. No, I just feel like a camel spitting on me. I don't know. But I do like the watermelon scent of their products, and so far their products are nice and hydrating, so I think it's going to be a good one. I just don't know if it's for me, which is okay. Huda Beauty is releasing some bullet lipsticks. By the way, I forgot to mention it, this is mostly Huda Beauty on my face today. This will be the next video up in case you're interested. It will have, the only thing I changed up was my lipstick, which I have Bite Beauty Sugar Cane on my lips. But yeah, all the makeup details will be in that video, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when these uploads. But anyways, what I was going to say is she is releasing bullet lipsticks, and I think some of these, I mean, you guys know, I'm only interested in the nudes. Which also, Milk Makeup came out with lipsticks, and I really want to try those. Like, for some reason, those look really nice and hydrating to me, and I'm just like, ooh, has all the oils. But yeah, these look a little bit more of a matte formula, which I don't mind. So I might end up reaching for them. Lip products, I usually try to wait for Sephora VIB, especially if it's something that's over like $15. Like, I usually pick up, that's when I pick up like my Pat McGrath lip liners or lip glosses. It's just generally during a sale. I don't usually want to pay full price for like an $18 to $24 lip product. So maybe. I don't know yet. We'll wait and see swatches on people. ColourPop, though, is releasing So Juicy. It's like a lip gloss like thing. It's in a tube. I'm kind of like, if it says Juicy, as I mean, obviously it's called Juicy, but you never know, you know? So I'm kind of waiting to see other people swatch them, but they do look good and they're affordable. So I might grab one of those. I don't know yet, but I am loving the way that these look. And ColourPop lip products, I really like them, so I assume that I'm gonna like those, but I will say though, I don't love their glosses. Their glosses never make my lips feel juicy, so I'm kind of like, maybe this is the product we've all been waiting for from them, or maybe it sucks. I don't know. We will see. I think that's about it. Anastasia is the last one. So they are releasing this Riviera palette, and I don't know what it is. ABH just has not been drawing me in lately. Like, I didn't care for the little quads that she released. The palette looks pretty. It's nice and colorful, but I don't know what it is. Is it just, I don't know if I'm just like in a meh, like, point just right now, and maybe I'll see it in person and be totally like head over heels in love with it. But I don't know what it is. I'm like looking at it right now and I'm just like, there's definitely some shades I see in here that I'm interested in, and there's definitely some shades that I'm like, I'm not interested in. Like, I don't like periwinkle, like I don't like the Mediterranean color. I probably won't like Seaside. I don't like silvers. The mattes all look really pretty and interesting. I just don't know. Like, even the swatches though, they look lackluster. Am I crazy? Like, do you guys see this in the swatches? Like, there's a few mattes in there, like the coral matte and the pink, but the shimmers look not great, which I'm just kind of like, maybe it's just the swatches, and we all say don't judge on swatches, but I mean, come on, in the back of our minds, we judge on swatches, and I don't know about this. Because I'm just kind of, I don't know what my problem is with this palette. Like, part of me is like, yay, and then part of me is just like, So let me know what your thoughts are, because I'm interested to see. I love the packaging of it, but I'm not completely sold. It's kind of like I want half the palette and not the other half of the palette. And like I said, that hot pink is in palettes I have. That like bright blue, I was gonna say hot blue, but that blue is in palettes I have. So it's kind of like, it's still nothing new. And at this point, I know we can't have that much new. You know, like everything has been done before, but yeah, there are still palettes that I always still want. But this just isn't calling me. It's not calling my name. Let me know what you guys think. That is it for me though today. Let me know what other things that you guys are interested in or what you've seen. If you're gonna pick up any of these products. Sorry if I'm a little negative in this video. I don't feel like I was negative. I'm just being ultra picky, you know? I'm being a smart consumer, I think. Or I'm being a little shady just because I'm like, I got money for this shit. That could be it too. But yeah, let me know what you guys are going to pick up, your thoughts, if you guys felt the same way, if there's anything that you are super excited for. I always love to hear from you, so comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next video.